Hi guys, it's Karlene from the University of Alabama, and today I'm going to share a really quick recipe on making baked apples, but we're going to use the microwave. Now the perks of this recipe is that it's going to satisfy your sweet tooth and still save you a lot of money, and it's also going to be a healthy recipe. You've heard it said that an apple a day can keep the doctor away, but why not find the most delicious way to make that a reality? Apples are a good source of vitamin C and fiber, and vitamin C is really good for a lot of different things. It's a strong antioxidant, so it helps keep our skin looking good. Some studies even show that higher blood levels of vitamin C is a really good indicator of your overall health. So let's head to the kitchen. Obviously here the star ingredient is the apple, and we're going to core the apple, but we want to leave the bottom intact. So normally when you core an apple, you core all the way through, but for the purposes of this recipe, we want to create like a little hole that we can put our ingredients into so it can seep into the rest of the apple. So to be honest, I don't have really a special trick for this. I kind of just used a serrated knife, a small serrated knife, and created a hole. If you kind of dig at an angle, then you can get the top off and then really just begin to clear away at the sides until you get all the seeds out. For 2 apples worth, you're going to want 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 2 teaspoons of water. And you can adjust this. It's not really an exact recipe, but it's just to give you an idea. And then we're going to pour that into that little well that we created in the apple. Okay, so for the next step, we're just going to cover it and put it in the microwave for about 3.5 to 4 minutes until it's the texture that you want. If you want it really soft, then cook it a little longer. It's going to be hot, so please be careful when you're removing it from the microwave. So when you take it out, you'll see, at least in my case, the liquid all either bubbled over or seeped through. And you can use that mixture and scoop it back in, or just hope that the flavor went throughout. This recipe is good for 2 apples, but don't feel guilty about not sharing this one. It's good for you, it's not full of a lot of calories, and it is really, really delicious. It was surprisingly good for as simple as the ingredients were. If you want a variation, you can try cutting up the baked apple and throwing it on top of your oatmeal when you're done, or you can try having it with a little bit of plain yogurt or frozen yogurt, whatever your preference is, just depending on your mood. But the apple itself and the recipe is really healthy and it's really delicious. And as always, I hope that you enjoy this recipe. Thanks for watching.